we need to be freed up to go out there and do those duties.
We're not hearing quite as much now about the situation where we have these kids unescorted by adults flooding across the border and border guards spending their time processing these kids and not enough time actually out on the border protecting it. Has that situation gotten much better? And how much of an opportunity would that present to a terrorist organization when you guys already have your hands full?
Well, it's a huge opportunity if we have our hands full like that. Now, the unaccompanied, that has slowed down dramatically. We're expecting an uptick once the summer ends, but nobody knows for sure. But yeah, it has slowed down dramatically.
Why the summer? Is because it's just too hot to cross?
Yeah, it's very hot down here. You're looking, right now it's noon, it's almost 100 degrees, and the humidity out here is unbearable. So, yeah, it gets a little sticky out here.
I know that the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, they're kind of playing down this. There's no specific credible threat to the U.S. homeland from Islamic State. There's nothing to worry about. Is that, are they spinning us, just trying to comfort us? Or...
they don't tell us too much. We're kind of like the stepchild down here. They don't tell us too much of what goes on. But I think in order to protect the country, you have to err on the side of caution, and you have to be alert even when just the general consensus is not to be. Other countries, I know England is on a high sense of alert, and I think we should be as well.
Are you hearing from anybody in your union saying we're seeing an increased presence of other federal agencies on the border?
Oh, we're seeing an increase of everything on the border, whether it's other federal agencies, local, state agencies, the military's down here now as far as the National Guard. It's getting pretty crowded down here.
But some of that was a reaction to the number of kids crossing the border, too.
Yeah, exactly. The number of kids crossing. But what you had a lot with the number of kids crossing is you had an increase in the adults crossing. It was they were using the kids as a distraction in order to get everything else across.
Thanks for updating us on this. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Chris Cabrera, Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council, Local 3307 there in Grand Valley. He thinks it's a real threat, and a lot of other groups too. Judicial Watch is saying whatever the assurances might be about a threat to American soil not being imminent, they believe that there are state operatives already in Juarez, across the border from Texas, planning to attack the United States with car bombs. And they say a number of agents across a number of Homeland Security, Justice, Defense agencies had all been placed on alert and instructed to aggressively work all possible leads and sources concerning this imminent